Hi, folks. I'm Daryl Cagle. I'm the cartoonist behind Cagle.com, and I would like to thank all of you for your support for our site. You know, the site is reader supported. We don't run advertising. The site is absolutely free, and we depend on the donations of fans and supporters of our art form to give to keep the site up. So if you would visit Cagle.com/heroes, you can see a little more about our site and how to contribute to keep a unique American art form going longer than it probably otherwise would, and we really appreciate that. If you give just the tiniest little bit to Cagle.com, you will get our free newsletter, which includes all the cartoons that we syndicate to newspapers, and you get to see them a day before they appear in the newspapers, which is great fun. It's a lot of the best cartoonists in America and around the world, and it's free for you forever for the tiniest contribution to Cagle.com. So we would really appreciate that. These are especially difficult times for editorial cartoonists. What's happening as print and newspapers continue to decline, we're losing our main source of income. The internet has never really developed a culture for paying for content, so it hasn't replaced the old print. And you know, as you look in the newspaper today, you're probably looking at a newspaper that doesn't have an editorial page. Newspapers have been cutting back on their editorial pages. Maybe your paper runs one once a week, where it used to run one every day. That's where editorial cartoons live, and that's very difficult for us because newspapers have been deciding that left versus right content, divisive content, world content, national content, that's not the kind of content they want. You know, editorial cartoons are all about that. And editorial cartoonists want to be a part of the public debate, and we do this because we want to express our opinions in the way that we think is most effective. And you know, our clients more and more are not agreeing with what we think is best. So that is frustrating, and you know, your support keeps us around a little bit longer as our newspapers are disappearing. If you'll come to Cagle.com/heroes, you can see a link to an article about how Gannett has stopped almost all national opinion syndicated content in their newspapers, with dwindling number of editorial pages. And you know, they account for more than a fifth of American newspapers, which is again very frustrating, but they are not alone. We're seeing the same choices that Gannett has made more clearly, but also in a lot of other newspapers that are cutting back on the same content, printing the cartoons that are about, hey, look at the weather. You know, that's very frustrating to us. But it is the way the world is going in our few clients that are still willing to pay. So, you know, we get a lot of eyeballs on the internet, less and less eyeballs in newspapers and print. I think we still serve an important role. I hope you agree. I hope you love our art form. That's why you would be here looking at cartoons. So please come to Cagle.com/heroes and make a contribution. Get those free cartoons in your mailbox every day. There's a whole lot of them. You'll be impressed, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's something you can't see on the site, and it's something you see before anybody else. And you know, as much as I beg for support, I have to appreciate all the support you've already been giving, and how the site is there only because of your generosity. So thank you so much. We hope to stay around for a while with your support. We'll see how long we can manage. Thanks for listening, and thanks hopefully for your donation to Cagle.com. Thank you much.